Good day dear friends. Today I am going to be preparing instant jalebi, and jalebi is a Indian sweet dish which is loved by all, and today we are going to be making instant jalebi with only 3 main ingredients. So let's start the recipe. In a bowl I am going to add about 12 tablespoons of flour. I am using wheat flour, but you can also use refined flour or maida. And in this 12 tablespoons of flour, I am going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of rice flour. Rice flour is very easy to make. You can even make it at home. All you need to do is to grind some poha or rice flakes, or you can also grind normal rice. And in this, I am going to be adding about 3 tablespoons of curd. I have beaten the curd just to make sure that there aren't any lumps in the curd. In addition to this, I am going to also add some water just to make a smooth flowing consistency paste. I am going to mix it gently. Now I have made a smooth consistency lump free batter, and you have to use adequate water, just enough to make a flowing consistency batter like this. And now in this I am going to add haldi or turmeric powder, and I am going to add about half a teaspoon of it, and I am going to mix it thoroughly. And I am adding turmeric powder just to give it a yellowish color, but if you have yellow food coloring you can also surely add that, but turmeric powder is an healthier option. I need a little more, so I am going to add a little more of it, and again give it a gentle whisk. And as my batter is done now, I am going to let my batter rest for around 5 minutes. And now, while our batter is resting for about 5 minutes, let's get moving to make our sugar syrup. And for making the sugar syrup, in a pan I have added about a cup of sugar, and to this I am going to be adding about half a cup of water. Use the same cup that you had taken to measure the sugar. And now I am going to turn on the flame, and I am going to wait till my sugar syrup comes to a boil. Now as you can see, our sugar syrup has come to a boil. Now I am going to turn off the flame, and I am going to let it rest for a few seconds. Now I have taken a wok, and in this wok I have added a little oil, and this oil I have taken is for frying our jalebis. So I am going to turn on the flame, and I am going to let this oil heat up at low flame. Here our batter has rested for about 5 minutes. I am going to mix it again a little, and now is the last step towards making a jalebi. Now in this batter I am going to add about 3 pinches or about half a teaspoon of baking soda, and I am going to whisk it gently. Now I am going to transfer my jalebi batter to a sauce bottle like this, which is easily available in the market. Now you have 2 options. Either you transfer your batter to a sauce bottle like this, or you can also transfer it to a piping bag. I am going to transfer my batter into this sauce bottle right here. Our oil has been heating up for a while. Now we are going to test if our oil is fit for frying the jalebis. So at first I am going to add a little batter into my oil, and if the batter sits at the bottom and then pops up, then the oil is at the right temperature. And if it suddenly bursts open or it just pops out, that means your oil is a little too hot. In that case you will have to turn off the flame and let your oil cool down for a little second. I have added my jalebi batter into the oil, and it is not necessary that you might get the perfect shape for your jalebi. And jalebi's shape doesn't really matter at all, according to me. All that matters is the taste of the jalebi, and I'm sure that our jalebis are going to taste the best. These have been fried and I have taken them out. Make sure you drain the excess oil out of the jalebis, because who wants the taste of oil in the jalebis? You can also fry your jalebis in ghee, but I have preferred oil. And now, once I have drained them well out of any possible excess oil, I'm going to transfer them to my sugar syrup, which is kept right here. I'm going to let them soak in the sugar syrup. I would like to give a tip to you. Make sure you don't dip your jalebis in the sugar syrup for too long, or else they will become soggy, and then you won't have the pleasure of eating them. And jalebis are supposed to be crisp and juicy from the inside, so just make sure that you soak your jalebis only for a few seconds, around 20 to 25 seconds in the sugar syrup, and then take them out. And in case of the sugar syrup, also drain the excess sugar syrup out of the jalebis. Now I have made all my jalebis and I have plated them too. Make sure, I am again reminding you that please do not soak your jalebi in the sugar syrup for more than 10 to 15 seconds, because they will become soggy and then you won't be able to pick them up. Now I am going to garnish my jalebis with a little bit of chopped almonds. I have chopped my almonds in slivers, and if you want, you can add any other dry fruits such as cashews, pistachios, etc. on your jalebis. And now, as you can see, I am able to pick my jalebi well in my hand, and they are crispy and they have not become soggy. So this is how your jalebi should be too. So thank you for watching my video, and if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.